Right, Battle for Middle-earth 2, Two Towers are not enough, and in this one we have the final episode of our trilogy, the Return of the King, as it were, of our 3v3 struggles. Myself, Jimbo, and actually on this map we kind of screwed it up. Obviously you're meant to be on one side of the map and the other side of the map, but we kind of screwed that up. So here I am, and my teammate is over here to the left. Carl, I don't know what the hell that means. And over here, Luke. Here, Big Bobs. There we go. Down here, Jackson. As, believe me, that is Jackson. Interesting. Jackson's trying out new tactics with dwarves on this one. There's no battle wagon rush or anything like that. But here we go. Over here, we have Carlishish. I think that's Lewis. Yeah, that's Lewis. Where's Samat? I don't know what that means, but that's Ryan. God damn it, everyone's got to use their default names, otherwise I have to remember. It's very difficult for me. Right. So, what is going to be the tactic? So we got the white, purple, and green down here versus the blue, yellow, and grey. So what is going to be the tactics here? So we already got Guardians and Phalanxes out. It looks like the tactic is to go this way. This way, right. That's interesting. Jackson, are you going to have your teammate nick your bloody in? This is atrocious right here. If anything, because Lewis has got lumber mills, I wouldn't have thought there'd be a need for this too much. I don't know. I don't know if that's good. That's not, you know, that's not very good play. That's not very good play. I don't know what Luke's doing over here, but Luke is already on the attack with pretty much, yeah, no need to do that just yet. Luke, take it easy, buddy, take it easy. You haven't got enough troops to basically just go around and fuck about. Right, these boys coming in. Interesting. Now, I'm starting to get my troops here in a position. At the same time, I'm taking my in, that's for damn sure. You can bet you can take that to the bank. Right, Lurtz versus Lurtz. Okay, so there seems to be already a battle of Lewis and Jackson versus Luke and Carl over here. So this is interesting. Right, these crossbowmen are very, very devastating. They are doing quite a bit of damage. Let's see, like, see how they're doing there. Is this a time to actually bring back Isengard crossbowmen? Have they now become a fashionable unit to finally have? Perhaps they are. And Ryan has now entered the fray. It is now a 3 versus 2. A 3 versus 2 over here. And, yeah, like, Luke's force has succumbed quite easily. Oh, he's going to run over Carl's bloody crossbowmen. They got fucked badly. Right. Yeah, destination fucked. Okay. This battle has turned quite quickly. Very, very quickly. And now they've got them on the run. The battlefront has now become Luke's base. Luke desperately trying to get Gondor tower guards. No, Gondor soldiers. Or another way to say it would probably be cannon fodder, to be honest. Oh, he's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. Oh, he's got it's crippling over here. This is happening very, very quickly. Right, now you got to ask yourself, what am I doing? Okay, so I am having a bit of a pina colada over here, but I assure you I am not. I'm just waiting for a decent enough size force with which to go in on Ryan here. So there's no point in attacking if you're not going to be able to take someone out. Because, yeah, sure, I mean, you can attack someone and basically just get some of their farms. But I'm looking at like a base-ending force. So that's what I'm looking for. So I ask Carl to use the Palantir for me. And I see Boromir and some troops over here. So I go around and in here. So let's see what he can see. So now he can see me. I think he's going for my base, which is a pretty crazy ass move. Okay, so down here Carl has some forward positions to be able to get out those troops as quickly as possible. But Lewis is not making it easy. He is not making it easy for him. Okay, down here, Jackson slowly taking out Luke. This is taking him out bit by bit. Okay, now I've done the Elven Wood myself, and I've got my rangers here ready to shoot anyone who comes out of the barracks. So, but before I go for the fortress, the first thing I will get is the barracks. So here we go. Carl's forward position being destroyed by Lewis and Ryan. So Ryan is still in the fray over here. And I think Lewis is probably going to try and send some troops over to try and assist with Ryan's base. So in the meantime, I'm sure Jackson is going to do his darndest to try and get Luke out as quickly as possible. And now with this demolisher, this is probably going to happen. Oh, if only he had some pikeys. If only he had some pikeys. Right. Rangers over here. This map is too big. Rangers, 2 of them on Elven Wood. These Gondor archers never stood a chance. Builder coming out. Desperate times. I place the Rangers right in front of here. This fortress going down. I also send these Rangers over to destroy these guys over here. Now, yeah, the base is gone. This is very, very quickly happening. This is turning into a real fuckfest. You know, I fuck you, you fuck me, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Right. Luke, sorry. No, don't be building that, Luke. You need to build bloody, you know, a barracks or something like that. Yeah, plenty of them. Look, and even Lewis is still going for it. Oh, sweet diddly Christ. Okay. Right. Ryan's fortress is gone. These troops annihilated. It is basically tit for tat. Is this Luke out of the game? No, Luke is still in. Now, where is Luke's last bastion of hope? I don't... Oh, here we go. You got to start building, pal. You got to start building quick. This force is coming up here pretty damn fast. Right. Ryan's force, or base, sorry, rather, is out. It is kaput. There is nothing left. Now I figure to myself, these guys are really encroaching in on Carl, and I need to get down there pretty damn fast. I bring out some trebuchets as well and some reinforcements. It's time to put Lewis out as quickly as possible. Is this the last building of Ryan's? We don't know. You just don't know. But this is for sure the last building of Luke's. Oh, why did he disappear? Oh, what happened? They're building farms. Where is Luke's? Oh, he's got them all over the place. He's got them all over the place, that's why. He doesn't care. Right, I'm trying to take out as many of Ryan's farms as I sort of wander on down to Lewis's base. But now Lewis is going to have his hands full because now I'm right on his doorstep. I got 2 trebuchets in the mix. He doesn't want to see that. He doesn't have the zapper. He ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing, Phil. Alright. It is all kicking off. Carl's fortress is under assault. But there's no siege or anything like that to help. It is not looking good. Oh, an arrow volley. Actually, I do remember doing this myself, actually. You're welcome, Carl. You're welcome. Right. There's still not enough, though. It's still not enough. Oof. This is going to be very, very close. Very, very close. They're basically keeping in it. But now I've made contact with Lewis's base. And it is all about to chime in right now. Boromir right here. Lewis on the back foot. Rangers pegging these guys in. There's nothing they can do. A desperate rebuild. A desperate rebuild by Jackson over here to try and keep Lewis in the game. But it's already fucked. He's already got his tickets reserved for destination fucked. He is going down. There's nothing he can do about it this time. And this little tower is sort of tickling tickling the trebuchet. Lurtz managed to wiggle in round the back here. But I believe there are more trebuchets. For some reason it's just sitting around doing nothing. Over here, but Lewis is in a bad way. I don't really need the trebuchets. Don't need them. Ryan, desperate here. And it looks like... Oh yeah, I have sent some troops over to assist with Carl's defences over here, while also sending Carl and Luke money. So yes, I probably would have liked to have seen you do something with these troops here, Luke, rather than just having them sit there looking pretty. So, right, over here. Looks like Lewis's base is also getting chopped. Now I see these stables. I don't know if this is Ryan's last building. Probably not, but you never know. It's always a good idea to have a good go at them and see what happens. Some random troops. We've got troops all over the damn shop. I'm putting arrow towers on mine just in case. You never know. Rangers over here. Main troops here too. I'm starting now to put a presence right on Jackson's doorstep. Right, Luke decided to get involved in the game. Thank you very much for your contribution, Luke. Okay, so I got these guys right here just in case. Good idea to have these pikeys here just in case Jackson comes in with some bloody demolishes once more. And Ryan and Jackson are desperate to try and fend me off from being able to be right here on the foot of their own base, because once I'm there they are properly done. I've called the Rohirrim to try and run over and win this little battle, because I think this is probably a battle right here that needs to be won. And if I can win that and gain that little piece right up at the top here, then they're definitely in a bad position. These guys right here. The game has become very fragmented now. And a desperate attempt there I can see from Lewis to try and get berserkers into these fortresses, but there's just way too many troops here for that to happen. Way too many. Lewis has become a nomad. He's become homeless. He hasn't got a proper home. Lewis is homeless in this game. He has not got a proper base to be able to call his own. The same goes for Ryan and Luke. Luke is basically living under a motorway. Right, and here we go. Rohirrim over here, running people over. I've done the tainted terrain over here, the elven wood. And even Carl is helping me out by sending in the old wildman, thrashing it out right here. My troops moving into position. And meanwhile I'm building my own forward base, whilst having trebuchets on the way. It is all kicking off. It's becoming a bit fragmented now. Now this is just Rangers versus Gondor soldiers. I fancy the odds of the Rangers, to be fair. And in the meantime I'm sort of building my farms wherever I can build them, to be honest. Random barracks right here. And here comes the trebuchet. Direct access to the fortress is slowly going down. Jackson, impotent to be able to do anything about it. Impotent. An 80-year-old rich man with a hot 25-year-old girlfriend. Impotent. Nothing. He wants to do something, but he can't do anything. That's what this looks like. And everyone's got, like, Lewis has his barracks here. Ryan has his base here. I mean, Jackson's basically, you know, he's got an immigration problem by the looks of it. He's got so many people in here. And Jackson has had to recall Gloin. He's had to recall everyone to get back in. And Carl smells blood. It's Jaws time, and he's moving in. Everyone's moving in, except for Luke. Luke's going the wrong way for some reason. Luke, get involved, mate. Get involved. Right. Over here. It's all kicking off. It's all going down. Hobbits. Deadly hobbits. To try and finish off my one trebuchet. And as we both know, they're all... The hobbits are very deadly in this game. Very deadly. And it looks like Gloin might be able to buy it this time. But no, Jackson comes with a heel. He knows he has to win this little battle. He has to win it. And Lewis has lost another barracks over here. They're desperate, fighting for their lives. Cornered. And I recall my forces here because now I've got a decent forward position with more troops coming out. Luke getting involved with his never-ending avalanche of Gondor soldiers. It's a good thing no one's got any cavalry. And over here there's more and more of it going on. Jackson desperate, putting up towers. There's just nothing they can do. Absolutely nothing. I've got troops over here to protect Carl's base. And Carl's got lumber mills all over the shop. All over the shop. And the end is nigh. They are being pigeonholed into a tiny little area. And there is just nothing they can do about it. It's a nasty, nasty place to be. You don't want to be there. Right, more trebuchets coming out. There's just nothing they can do. Absolutely nothing. Random little buildings everywhere. There's some of them. I've got so many farms all over the place. These are my farms here. Here, I've got plenty of money. It's never an issue. And now, Luke, with enough money to be able to build whatever he wants. I did at one point manage to provide both Carl and Luke with at least I think I was sort of giving them 2 or 3 grand each at a time every 5 minutes or so, but it certainly paid off. Luke and Carl have got plenty of troops and they are devastating all over the place. If you can afford it, then why not? And oh, Gloin is over here. Gloin is over here. He's got to be very careful not to lose him. I think I must have lost Boromir. I think no, wait, he's right there, and he's level 10. Right, there's hardly anything left. There is hardly anything left. Singer. It's a random little builder. And Lewis, being the opportunist in trying to screw someone over, is trying to build a tower, thinking that perhaps this might be one of Carl's last buildings. He wants to build a tower to be able to do it. A final fuck you. And I don't think this barracks is going to be able to make it. Surely the Drake is going to go over to this thing. And yes, it is. And yes, it is. And I think this is a bad way. Ryan is out of the game. Ryan is out of the game. Ryan left himself prime and open. He had his little panties down by his ankles for when I came into his base, that's for sure. And this base is getting clumped. This, oh my Jesus Christ. That is probably the worst oil casking I have ever fucking seen. I think, oh god, need an ambulance. We need an ambulance over here. Oh god. Oh god, there's just so many dead people. Well, at least Jackson can hold his own and say at the end that he's got one hell of a good load of stats thanks to that one oil cask. I mean, he must have murdered at least a dozen platoons in that little fiasco. And Gloin, unfortunately, needs to be put down. He needs to be put down. He can't be allowed to live. And he is out. And Jackson had one last hurrah. And to be fair, it was a good way to go. Right, Jackson, he quit. Jackson quit. And I think the last one left is Lewis, as usual, just trying to randomly build. Yeah, just all sorts of crazy ass shit all over the map. And I think Well, at least he didn't build a barracks in my base. That would have been a bit of a piss take. And yes, that is how that battle has completely turned. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. They were very aggressive. It looked like Carl and Luke were certainly under pressure there, and Luke had his base completely destroyed, but managed to play very well to stay in the game. And Luke might not have been able to offer too much support like in the beginning, but in the end was able to assist Carl in being able to counter-attack. Carl, once he had some money and the pressure was off of him a little bit, he was able to provide a lot of support there. Jackson did everything he could, threw the fucking kitchen sink and the receipt along with it at Luke, but Luke managed to stay in the game, I think. I think there were some moments where I think perhaps Lewis and Ryan, I think, could have helped a little bit more in terms of running them down and all that sort of thing. I think there was a few moments there where I think if you had just been a little bit more clinical, I think you could have done it a little bit quicker. But the thing was I was completely left alone on the other side, and I just built up a decent enough sized force to be able to take everyone out. So Ryan obviously met that fate, Lewis met that fate, and then with them both having to move into Jackson's base, the tide was turning. So interesting games, very, very interesting games. But yes, that completes this trilogy. Until the next time. I'm not sure if it's that which actually qualifies the inn, but it is pretty handy to have the old Corsairs. Oh, that was a shit arrow volley by myself, god damn it. Little bit of overkill. I needed to protect my trebuchets from the men, these Corsairs. To be fair, they're actually running away pretty good speed. Where is Lewis's last base? Lewis, stop wasting time. God. Where are they? Oh, here we go. It's sometimes a bit of a doozy to try and find out where Lewis puts all of his last barracks. But yes, there we go. Well played to everybody. Some great play on both sides. But yes, there's always next time, fellas.